So we have Chef Christian from State Street. Hi, Chef.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
So what are you going to do for us today?
So we're going to do one of our vegetarian offerings here at State Street. This is our sweet potato gnocchi. A lot of us know gnocchi made with regular white potatoes. We have an adaptation here at State Street where we use sweet potatoes.
Okay.
So we take this sweet potato and we slow roast it in the oven, and we'll end up with roasted sweet potato.
Okay.
So it's very tender, very cooked all the way through. That's very important that you really get it nice and worked all the way through. Yeah. So we're going to add some flour, and we're going to add some salt, and we add a little flour on the workspace also, because it is a dough gnocchi. Some people will add a little egg to the gnocchi, but we don't do any egg here.
So it's vegan, actually, right?
Right, so it is vegan. We do finish the dish, which we're going to show you later, with some Parmesan, so that could be left out. You'll get different discolored pieces and whatnot, and we'll set those aside. They're not quite as desirable. They're not terrible, but we can do without them.
So it's really simple. Just
it is very simple. I mean, I, like you, Yara, cook kind of by instinct and kind of observation, you growing up cooking with your family.
Right.
Same kind of concept here. I mean, this is probably 3 or 4 cups of flour. It ends up being not quite half and half flour and sweet potato. I mean, if I had to be real scientific about it. So once I get it kind of worked well enough in the bowl here, then I'll take it to the board and start getting it shaped. And it's messy.
That's the beauty.
Yes. So it's amazing.
Labor of love.
A labor of love. So we put a little flour down on the board, put a little bit more. We'll get that guy out, and then we can start kind of getting it to be more dough-like. And since it's being roasted, there's different size sweet potatoes. So you're going to have some that will come out juicier and a little bit of a wetter roast, so therefore you're going to need a little more flour. Sometimes they'll come out a little drier.
Depends on the consistency, right?
Right. I mean, it's a vegetable. It's from nature, so you're not going to have sometimes all the consistency that you'd expect or want.
So far, it's really easy.
Yeah, it's really, really easy start to do it.
And it's healthy, very healthy.
It's very healthy. I mean, a lot of the health of the dish will have to do with when we finish it also, by using mainly olive oil, some Parmesan.
Pine nuts, right?
And some pine nuts.
Yeah.
Some spinach, some fresh tomato.
This is my favorite vegetarian meal.
Yeah.
In Sarasota.
This is a good one. And part of it's just the technique, getting it down to, because you don't want to put more flour in it than you need to.
It'll dry out, right?
It dries out. It makes it not quite as light as we'd like the dumpling or the gnocchi to be.
So the key is just to work it more.
Just work it. I mean, like, I'll start shaping them now, and there's a chance that I might have to go back and add a little more flour. But I'd rather slow down and go back than just go too fast, put too much flour in, and then we end up with a batch that's kind of heavy. So now you start from the center and you work your way out, and we'll start to create the shape. We serve about 20 little pieces of gnocchi per order, so that's kind of our size, but you could certainly do them bigger, smaller, and that.
I like them just the way you do it.
Okay. So that's about our size there. And then you just start forming them like that. I like to do a little push in like that. Sometimes people will take a fork and they'll put a couple little divots in it. We don't do that here, but that's a great little technique. And then we have another floured baking sheet to just receive the gnocchi. So these will sit out and air dry for maybe a half hour, 20 minutes.
Air dry.
Just a quick air dry. Just to dry them out a little bit, and then they're going to go in like any pasta, slightly salted water, bring it up to a boil, and then we'll blanch them off.
Okay.
That's
Pretty easy so far.
That's it. Now we're
Okay.
going to go over to the hot side of the kitchen and we're going to show you how to saute these guys up
Okay.
and finish a dish.
Wonderful. Let's go.
Okay.